Some nights change a person forever, not because something happened, but because they finally realized nobody truly understood their pain. And after that realization, something inside them becomes colder, quieter, more distant. You still smile sometimes, you still talk, but there is a part of you that no longer expects comfort from anyone. Because disappointment repeated too many times becomes emotional numbness. People think strength looks loud. No, real strength is dragging yourself through darkness while your mind is collapsing and nobody notices. It is waking up with pressure in your chest and still handling responsibilities, still moving, still surviving. Isn't that funny? The strongest souls usually suffer in complete silence, and the world rewards performances, not honesty, not pain, performances. So people learn to hide themselves. They hide sadness behind humor, hide trauma behind discipline, hide loneliness behind ambition. But eventually, the human heart reaches a limit, a terrifying limit, where attachment dies, where emotions become tired, where a person stops chasing people completely. And honestly, that version is dangerous. Not violent, not cruel, just impossible to manipulate anymore. Because suffering teaches awareness, it teaches distance, it teaches self-respect. And once someone learns how peaceful solitude can become, fake love no longer impresses them. So if life has been heavy lately, do not let the darkness convince you that your story is over. Sometimes the breaking point is exactly where the transformation begins. There comes a moment when a person no longer asks the world to understand them. They simply sit alone with their thoughts and learn how to survive them. Because after enough disappointment, silence starts feeling safer than conversation, safer than promises, safer than attachment. You stop chasing closure. You stop needing explanations. You stop knocking on doors that only opened when people needed something from you. And strangely, that loneliness begins to teach you things. It teaches you who truly cared, who only enjoyed your kindness, who disappeared the moment you became difficult to carry. There are battles people never see. The quiet war inside someone's chest at 3 a.m, the exhaustion hidden behind a normal face, the pressure of trying to stay gentle in a world that rewards cold hearts. Some people are one more disappointment away from emotionally disappearing forever, not dying, just becoming unreachable. And honestly, you cannot blame them. A human being can only bleed internally for so long before they become numb to everything. But listen carefully. Numbness is not peace. Isolation is not healing. Healing begins the moment you stop abandoning yourself to keep others comfortable. The moment you finally admit that your soul deserves peace too. Not endless sacrifice, not endless tolerance. Peace. And maybe life became heavy because you were carrying people, memories, and expectations that were never yours to hold forever. So breathe slowly tonight. You survived every painful version of yourself until now. That means something. Even tired hearts can learn how to feel light again. Maybe that is what maturity truly is. Not becoming emotionless, not becoming cold, but learning when to stop pouring your soul into places that only drain it. Some people spend years trying to be enough for everyone. Enough for family, enough for love, enough for people who constantly change the rules of acceptance. And one day, they wake up exhausted from carrying expectations that were never ending. That kind of exhaustion is dangerous because it does not attack the body first. It attacks hope. It makes simple things feel heavy. Smiles feel forced. Conversations feel distant. Even happiness starts feeling unfamiliar. But there is something beautiful about reaching emotional rock bottom. You finally see clearly. You finally understand who brings peace into your life and who only brings noise. Pain removes illusions. That is why suffering changes people so deeply, not because it makes them evil, but because it teaches them reality. The reality that not everybody clapping for you loves you. Not everybody staying beside you respects you. And not everybody losing you deserves another chance. There are souls walking around this world carrying silent heartbreak nobody notices. Strong people, quiet people, people who laugh normally during the day, then stare at ceilings for hours at night thinking about everything they never say aloud. And honestly, those are usually the people with the purest hearts. Because despite everything life did to them, they still try to remain gentle, still try to love, still try to believe tomorrow can feel different. Do not be ashamed for becoming more careful. A wounded mind learns caution naturally. That is not weakness, that is survival. And if your heart feels tired lately, rest. Not forever, just long enough to hear yourself again beneath all the noise. Sometimes the strongest thing a person can do is continue living softly after life tried so hard to harden them. You know, some people become addicted to carrying pain. Not because they enjoy suffering, but because pain becomes familiar. And human beings are strange creatures. Sometimes we stay connected to what hurts us simply because it feels known. Even sadness can become a home after enough years. That is why healing feels uncomfortable at first. Peace feels unfamiliar. Silence feels suspicious. Love feels temporary. Because a wounded heart keeps waiting for the moment everything collapses again. And honestly, many people walking around smiling right now are secretly preparing themselves for disappointment every single day. They do not trust happiness fully anymore, not after everything they survived. There are nights where the mind becomes unbearably loud, nights where memories replay themselves like punishment. Every regret, every humiliation, every moment you stayed silent when your soul was screaming. And the terrifying part? Most people around you never notice any of it. They only see the composed version, the calm version, the functioning version. Nobody sees the internal war required just to keep going. Nobody hears the conversations you have with yourself at night, trying to survive your own thoughts. Sometimes a person is not asking for attention, not asking for rescue. They just want one moment, one single moment, where they do not feel emotionally alone. But life has a brutal way of teaching independence. Eventually, you learn to hold your own pain quietly, to wipe your own tears, to calm your own mind, to save yourself. And once a person learns how to survive alone, they stop fearing abandonment the same way, because they already met the worst loneliness possible, the loneliness of suffering beside people who never understood them. Listen carefully. Do not let bitterness consume your heart completely. Pain should sharpen wisdom, not destroy humanity inside you. Yes, become more careful. Yes, protect your energy. Yes, walk away from disrespect faster. But do not lose your ability to feel deeply. The world already has enough cold souls pretending numbness is strength. Real strength is remaining kind without becoming weak, remaining soft without becoming naive, remaining hopeful after disappointment tried to poison your spirit. And maybe, just maybe, the reason you survived every dark season until now is because there is still a version of you waiting ahead, a calmer version, a wiser version, a version no longer begging the world for validation, a version finally at peace with itself. Peace, real peace, is something most people never truly experience, because their minds never stop running, their hearts never stop worrying, their souls never stop carrying unfinished pain. And after a while, a person becomes so used to emotional chaos that calmness almost feels uncomfortable. Isn't that strange? Some people pray for silence, then panic the moment life finally becomes quiet. Because silence forces confrontation with memories, with regrets, with truths people spend years trying to outrun. There are truths hidden inside every exhausted person, truths they never say aloud, like how tired they are of pretending to be strong, how badly they want to disappear for a while. How much damage one betrayal can truly cause when it comes from someone trusted deeply. People underestimate emotional pain because they cannot see it bleeding. But invisible wounds are often the deepest ones. A broken bone heals faster than certain memories. A physical scar fades faster than humiliation. And loneliness, real loneliness, can slowly change the chemistry of a human soul. That is why some people become quieter with age, not wiser, not calmer, just more aware of human nature. They learn that loyalty is rare, that honesty is expensive, that many relationships survive only because somebody keeps tolerating disrespect silently. And one day, the tolerant person gets tired. They stop arguing, stop chasing, stop explaining, not because they stopped caring, but because caring alone became exhausting. There is a heartbreak that comes from losing people. But there is another heartbreak, far more dangerous, that comes from losing yourself while trying to keep people. That kind of pain changes everything. It changes how you love, how you trust, how quickly your mind expects abandonment. And maybe that is why emotionally wounded people become so attached to solitude. Solitude does not betray them. Solitude does not manipulate them. Solitude asks for nothing, just silence, just breathing, just distance from noise. But even then, the human heart still wants connection, still wants sincerity, still wants one safe place where it can finally stop pretending. So if your soul has been feeling heavy lately, do not punish yourself for becoming slower. Healing is not loud. It is not dramatic. Sometimes healing is simply waking up one morning and realizing the pain no longer controls every thought. And that small moment, that quiet little moment, can feel like surviving a war nobody knew you were fighting. Some wars leave no blood behind. No broken walls, no sirens, no funerals. But they still destroy people from the inside slowly. The war of constantly feeling unwanted. The war of overthinking every small change in someone's voice. The war of pretending you are emotionally fine because you are tired of explaining pain nobody fully understands. And after enough years, a person can become incredibly skilled at hiding suffering. They learn how to smile while emotionally drowning, how to comfort others while secretly collapsing, how to sit in crowded rooms, yet feel completely disconnected from everyone inside them. That kind of loneliness is dangerous, not because it makes someone violent, but because it slowly convinces them they must carry everything alone. And eventually, they stop asking for help. Not out of pride, out of exhaustion. Because disappointment repeated too many times teaches silence, teaches emotional caution, teaches distance. Some people did not become cold naturally. Life trained them to expect betrayal before comfort, abandonment before reassurance, disrespect before understanding. And the terrifying part? Most of them still have good hearts, still care too deeply, still forgive more than they should. That is why they suffer so much internally. A pure heart inside a harsh world becomes tired quickly, especially when nobody asks how the strong person is doing. Nobody checks on the one always helping others survive. Nobody notices the exhaustion hidden behind calm eyes. Sometimes the strongest people are only one quiet night away from completely breaking down. But listen carefully. Breaking emotionally does not always mean destruction. Sometimes it is release. Sometimes it is the soul finally refusing to carry what has been poisoning it for years. Pain has a strange way of forcing honesty. Eventually you admit what hurts, who hurts, what no longer deserves access to your energy. And that awareness changes a person deeply. You stop chasing approval, stop forcing connections, stop shrinking yourself just to remain lovable in the eyes of people who never valued you correctly. You begin understanding something peaceful. Not everybody is meant to stay forever. Some people enter your life only to teach lessons. Some teach trust. Some teach boundaries. and some teach you the importance of protecting your inner peace before it disappears completely. There is nothing weak about becoming more selective with your energy. A tired soul deserves rest. A wounded mind deserves gentleness. And a loyal heart deserves reciprocity. Never feel guilty for walking away from environments that slowly destroy your spirit. Not every battle deserves your emotional sacrifice. Not every person deserves unlimited access to your kindness. Because one day, you realize your life becomes lighter the moment you stop carrying people who were comfortable watching you suffer. And honestly, that realization can feel heartbreaking, but freeing at the same time. Like finally opening a window after surviving years inside a suffocating room. You know what hurts the most? Not being hated, not being insulted. It is realizing how easily people can forget everything you did for them once you stop being useful. That realization changes a person deeply, because suddenly you start questioning every connection you ever trusted. Was it love or convenience? Was it loyalty or temporary comfort? And the mind keeps replaying moments over and over, trying to find answers that no longer matter. Some people carry entire conversations inside their heads for years. Things they wish they said. Things they wish they never tolerated. Things they should have walked away from sooner. That is the cruel thing about emotional damage. The body leaves painful places faster than the heart does. A person can physically move on while mentally remaining trapped in the same wound for years, and the world rarely notices, because broken people become experts at looking normal. They master smiling politely. They master saying, "I'm fine." They master disappearing emotionally without making noise. But deep inside, they are tired. Tired of carrying invisible weight. Tired of overthinking every interaction. Tired of wondering whether anybody truly understands them beyond the version they perform daily. There are nights when exhaustion is not physical at all. It is spiritual, mental, emotional. A heaviness sitting inside the chest that sleep alone cannot fix. And sometimes, people do not need advice during those moments. They just need honesty. They need someone to say, yes, life can become unbearably heavy sometimes. Because pretending pain does not exist never heals it. Silence can hide suffering, but it cannot remove it. That is why healing begins with truth. The truth that you were hurt. The truth that certain memories still affect you. The truth that some people changed you permanently. And honestly, there is nothing shameful about that. Even strong souls get wounded. Even disciplined minds become overwhelmed. Even calm people break quietly when pressure lasts too long. But listen carefully now. Pain changes people in two directions. Some become cruel, others become wiser. Choose wisdom, choose awareness, choose distance from chaos, but never become the kind of darkness that once hurt you. Because the world already creates enough damaged hearts. What it lacks is emotionally intelligent people who survived suffering without losing their humanity completely. There is power in remaining calm after betrayal, power in remaining respectful after disrespect, power in walking away silently instead of begging to be valued. That silence scares people more than anger sometimes, because anger gives emotion, silence gives certainty, And once someone becomes certain they deserve peace, their entire energy changes. They stop forcing conversations, stop forcing relationships, stop forcing themselves into places where they are barely tolerated. That is not arrogance. That is self-respect finally waking up after years of neglect. Maybe that is why solitude transforms certain people so deeply. It gives them space to hear themselves again, to rebuild themselves without constant noise from the world, to remember who they were before disappointment made them doubt their worth. And slowly, very slowly, their soul becomes lighter. Not because life became easier, but because they stopped carrying everything alone for everyone else.